Well, hello there folks, good evening and welcome back to TMC. It is round number 7 of the last season for before the new game, and it is round Silverstone and we're with the Division 1 boys. And first off, to have me talk you through it, I have two commentators tonight, so I'll introduce the first one. The first one is my Division 2 teammate, it is Joe Corby.
Well done. Nice old weather out there, isn't it? Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful British weather. And we also have another debutant in the booth today, a fellow Irishman, Division 2 driver. It is Kieran Trapp. Kieran, would you like to say hello?
Morning, Danielson. Pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to be here is exactly right. Everybody knows him as Kieran Trapp, but me and Joe are just going to call him Cocker because that's the way we know him, so don't get confused by it. But yeah, most of the boys have been informed about Stowe Corner, as most people do know what it is that you're not allowed to exceed it. Anybody caught exceeding it will receive a penalty regardless if it's qualifying or the race, so me and the two boys will be hopefully catching all of it as what we can do. But yeah, with two commentators tonight, hopefully it should be a good race for us, as Matt has just absolutely exceeded it, and if he does that again he'll be penalised, so he better watch himself. But yeah boys, going from the start so far, Lewis at 25.8, do you think he's going to take pole position, or do you think anybody's going to challenge him?
I don't know. That's a banker, like, off the bat, like, come on.
Nobody's gonna get close to him. Nobody will get close to him. Medium pilot maybe.
Yeah, but the thing is though boys as well, is that you see everybody on the softs, I don't know whether we should tell the people what the weather's going to be, or should we keep it a surprise. Well, if everybody's on the softs, everybody knows it's going to be wet in the race, so these are going to be, it's just going to be the quickest times possible, and Lewis is four tenths quicker than anybody at the minute, so you know, as the boy says, it's probably going to be very hard for him to lose pole position. But so we probably will get extra 2 points for fastest lap, but you know, never know. But I'll go through the stands on the formation lap and we'll just see if there's anybody near the end of a lap so we can catch them. I believe Pat's just crossed. I think it was a Ferrari, I think, of Coutinho. I think he's backed out of his lap, so nothing much he's doing.
Scuba gave up as well.
Yeah, Scuba gave up, so that's another one that's gave up on the lap. I think, see, what would you say, particularly around here, Cocker? Do you think this is a hard track to invalidate your lap and pick up penalties, or do you think it's pretty easy to not exceed anything?
For me, yeah, because I'm pretty garbage, but the boys here in Division 1 shouldn't be doing it that much, you know, considering they're the best of the best.
That is a very true point. But hey, to be fair to you, like, Medium Pilot's down there in 10th place, so he's obviously hasn't got a great lap together, so it does show you the likes of Medium Pilot and all can mess up a lap.
There is definitely a few corners, yeah, that can hurt you.
Very true. But also as well, Joe, what do you think of here Cliffy going on a set of hards? Do you think this is a strange strategy for him, because like he's only going to really have one shot on the softs towards the end of the qualifying session?
I actually do not know what he's doing, to be honest. I don't know if he heard the weather. Maybe it's not any. Maybe it doesn't have a wet setup. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I don't know what the weather is. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's just going around.
Maybe he's just stupid. It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility.
It could be a possibility, but we only have 16 people in. There is 3 reserves. It is TMC Racing P1, as everybody knows, is Timo, Yarham, and I believe, who's the other one? I can't even remember who the other one is Adam as well. He's reserving.
Absolutely pathetic showing from Division 1.
Yeah,
pathetic. It's
not great. There was supposed to be 20 drivers with only 13 turned up, so 7's missing, so it's not a good showing from the Division 1 boys. But
we hope all 7 of them have an awful night.
Yep, that's
awful night, whatever they're doing.
That's very true. But boys, I believe Combi's on a lap here, so we'll see how Combi takes it. He is coming up to Brooklands and Luffield. I do believe that's what the corners are called. He's at half a tenth down on his time at the minute. How do you think Combi's going to get on in this session? Because he's currently done a 26.5. What do you think he can do? Do you think he can challenge the likes of Coutinho or Josh for second and third?
Combine Harvester's definitely up there with the podium. 100%. 100%.
Well, if it's wet, going off wet from last year, he did well, to be fair. But I don't know.
Has a spin in him every now and again. Bit dodgy, like, he is a bit dodgy.
But the thing is, though, as well, boys, you got to take into consideration he's no ABS as well. I know what no ABS is like in this game, particularly in the wet. It's very hard to do. So You never know if I think he was probably preferring a dry qualifying session, a dry race, but he's not going to get that. But he is coming up the last 2 corners now. It has been looked like a pretty decent lap so far, but he's made a bit of a mistake coming off the second last corner, and he gets into the 26.2, so he puts himself in the P3. So he's done very well with that lap. Josh was also a 10th up, but he backed out of his lap as well. One person as well we should look at is Vaporon, who's also known as Darkbolt. He's had a very
good race last week.
He had a very good race last week, but he's had a very up and down season. He hasn't really scored particularly big, strong points.
Oh my god.
Oh, he doesn't want to be doing that. But I think behind him is Medium Pilot, and Pilot actually looks like he is on a lap, so we'll see what Pilot can do here. To be fair, on a pad, he takes Magus and Backus absolutely beautifully. Fair play to him. As he comes now down to the long straight. He's currently 2/10 up on his time, so he's only really going to challenge Pat or Dark Bolt for 7th and 8th here. So Pilot's not looking too strong here at the minute. We'll see what he does now in the Stoke corner. I think he is going to take it pretty well. Yeah, he does take it pretty well, so he doesn't exceed it. It usually is his Medium Pilot line, as everybody would call it. But we'll see now.
It is a bit.
We'll see now what he does. Can he find time on the last sector? No, it's only a 26.4. P8 for Pilot. Jesus, what's wrong there?
So you got to remember, Lewis is a bit of an alien, so a lot of these lads might have a wet setup on, whereas Lewis probably won't have to adjust his because he's a bit weird like that.
That's actually very true. I completely forgot about the weather. That's probably why some of the times are actually slower than what they are. But like as well, we may as well talk about a fellow Irishman, Scuba. We know him very well, and we know this is one.
My odds on favourite to win tonight, 100%.
We know this is one of probably his best track. So Cocky, you're going to stick with your prediction that he's going to win?
It's a wet race, you know, and Scuba's a good wet driver, best track. Probably TMC's greatest driver, so we're going to put him in for the win.
What about you, Joe? Do you think he can do it, or are you going to go for it as well?
Sorry, no, Lewis is going to win 100%. 110,000%.
Oh, and a bit of teammate here now, he's going to give him a bit of slipstream.
Yeah, Kevin's doing a decent job. Like, I think Scuba and Matt were actually both going to go for no ABS, but they found out it was wet and says screw that. But he's about a 10th and a half, maybe 2/10 up on his time, so he could actually challenge the likes of Josh and Combi for maybe 4th and 5th if he can nail this last section, which he's went in the first gear, which is probably going to cost him a bit of time because he didn't want to go in that low of a gear. But he comes around the last corner now. It's only going to be a 26.4, which he said ages ago was his PB, but I think he can definitely go a lot quicker than that.
Lewis coming around last corner.
Yeah, and he's only half a 10th up on his time. He's done it. There you go, a 27.7 or 25.7. Sorry, he only improved by or just over a 10th. So, question is does Lewis have any more in the tank?
I don't think Lewis needs any more. To be fair, I think his 4th lap is getting on pole. Now he's just showing off from here.
He isn't. He's just showing off. But Pat now's coming around. Pat took Stowe pretty well in the 6th gear.
Kevin jumped into 2nd there, we missed that.
Yeah, Kevin done very well. I believe Kevin took pole position last week as well in Canada, so he did. So it shows you Kevin has the 1 lap pace. This Pat puts himself in the P3 as well with a 26.1, so it's a decent lap from Pat, but it does show you as well that Kevin does have the 1 lap pace. It's just his race pace is not particularly like the strongest, but he needs to improve on it a wee bit. But he did do a good showing last week. I think he finished P5 or something. But Kelsper's coming around the second last corner. This is one of the people as well I'm expecting to challenge towards the front. We'll see now. He's run out of ERS as well on his flying lap. Is he going to hit the 25? He's only going to do a 26.3. Like he's
last season's champion, isn't it?
Last season's champion, and him and his
very poor showing from him. Yeah, I mean, I think he should be well up there now.
I know, as I said, him and Pilot were the constructors last season, and the two of them were only down in 7th and 11th, and they've 1 lap to go. So it's going to be a tough one. But I think Cliffy boys is still out in them hard tires. So I don't know if Cliffy's going for a mediums lap here, if he's going for a soft lap. I don't know what the hell he's going to do, because it's very strange to go for the hards.
Yeah, is Carlsberg going to get back in time to do another lap?
That's going to be an interesting one. I don't think he will, because it's going to take him about another minute and a half to get round here. Like that's why he's trying to cut as much as possible. But I still think even at that he's still not going to make it. But I believe Josh and Coutinho are both on outlaps, as well as Dark Bolt and Yarnum. Yeah, I don't know who's the furthest. I think it is Dark Bolt, I believe. Yeah, he's the furthest. So we may as well just watch his flying lap that whenever he does come up.
I think Calsper's got it. Yeah, I think he'll be alright.
He had to do it by cutting the corner a few times. But yeah, boys, this pretty much before everybody starts their flying laps. What's your predictions for your races tomorrow?
Me, I'm just hoping to finish. Really, would be a better result than last week. Just to finish.
That's true, but to be fair, Cock, your pace in the practice session we were doing was actually pretty strong, so you never know. Could be a good result on for you.
Listen, I could win if I wanted to, but I don't want to make a show of the rest of the field, so.
Very true, and as well, we also have an esports driver, I must say, in Joe Corby. So you know,
God.
so Joe,
Wow.
so Joe's the one that he's all the expectation on him.
We are standing in the presence of greatness.
I knew you were going to bring this up.
But you also have the thing as well. There's an esports driver in Chubbs as well.
Chubbs likes a penalty now. Chubbs likes a good L penalty.
Top 5, Dan. I'd be happy.
Oh, Dark Bolt with a very, very poor invalidation.
To be fair though, I don't think it was a validation because the track usually when the track map on the right hand side shows that it's red, it shows it's an invalidation, but he still seems to be going okay.
Mine went red now. My map went red.
Jesus, well, definitely is glitched. But sure, if this lap is true, then he is 2/10 up. So I think this boys is going to be from Kevin the whole way down. It's going to be a very, very close qualifying session because we know pretty much Lewis has got this wrapped up.
Oh, we might have extended a bit there.
You might have what
the benefit of the doubt here. There has to be a cut in there somewhere. I don't think this is going to count. No.
It hasn't counted, no. So you're right.
And he's put his car in the wall. Probably sums it up alright.
I'll see who's the next to cross the line. I think Josh is the next one to come across. Yeah, he is. So we'll keep on board with Josh to see how he gets on. Because I believe Pilot's also on a lap as well. We'll see here now.
Pilot did go out early, yeah.
We'll see now Josh coming around the last corner. Can he improve on his 26.3? He's going to do a 26.1 P3. It's a decent lap from Josh. Kikino when he started a lap. Matt's and Maggots and Buckets. So it's going to be Matt the next across the. Oh, it's a bit sketchy through Maggots and Buckets. Looked like he's going to lose the back end a bit, but the lap's still going. He's still half a tenth up. As I said, boys, this is going to be very close. I think there's going to be a lot of guys in the 26.1s here. But we'll see. Matt's gonna. He's got Scuba in front of him. Oh, it was a bit dodgy.
Oh my god.
That was questionable. But we'll see now. Has this cost Matt a bit of time? Because he was half a tenth up. Crosses the line. It's a 26.3, so it might have cost him a tiny bit of time.
Around the last corner.
He's 2/10 up as well. Pilot, can he challenge for this first row of the grid? He doesn't. He's only P6. P6 for a Pilot.
Maybe he's gone safe west setup.
He could, and Kikino has messed his lap up, so he's went back into the pits. Josh is gone. Kevin has gave up on his lap as well.
Timo's come around.
Timo 28.8.
Combi's lost it. Oh, Magnus and Beckett.
Oh, Combi's lost.
And I think that was Josh he stopped there who has finished his lap, so I don't think he's compromised anybody.
No, he hasn't. I believe Pat's also on a go. I believe Pat's finishing his lap.
Josh's car has gotten Pat's way, maybe a little bit there. Thankfully, he was on the straight.
Yeah, I think Josh has just run out of fuel, to be honest.
But on the wrong side of the track for running out of fuel.
Yeah, but we'll see now. Pat's going to come across the line here now, and then Lewis is just right behind him. So what's Pat going to do? It's going to be a 26.1, so he's not going to improve. Lewis, can he improve again? 25.6. 25.6 for Lewis. Pilot has only finished 6th. Combi's lap's done. Matt's lap's done. Kelsper's coming around the last corner, but he is up. But here's
Stephen as well.
Yeah, so I think Kelsper's not going to improve. He hasn't. Well, he has 26.3. Scuba's coming around the last corner. He's backed out of his lap.
Oh, fuel.
So yeah, boys, there was at least 4 drivers in the 26.1s there, so it was a close qualifying from Lewis the whole way down to Dark Bolt, not Lewis, sorry, Kevin in 2nd the whole way down to Dark Bolt in 13th. and then you just see the Adam and Timo just quite a way behind. But at the end of the day, boys, Cliffy also went for a set of softs and only did it. Was that his? Did he do that on his?
I don't think he got a lap in.
No, he didn't. He didn't. It was. It's valid.
27-1.
27-1. So where would that really have put him?
Still gonna stick with a masterclass from Stephen, yeah.
It's a brave call, Cocker, I must say. It's a brave call. I don't know. I don't even know who I'm gonna go for, to be honest.
Lewis will win.
Let's be honest, yeah. I think we all know who's going to win. I think second place is more where I'm going for.
But yeah, Lewis does take pole by nearly half a second. So, and he was saying that he's not great in the dry round here. Well, he's half a second quicker than the rest of the field. Kevin in second, Josh third. Good lap from Josh, as well as Pat in fourth.
I did hear him say that he's quicker in the way.
I heard that as well. Recon in fifth. Kagino in 6th, Media Pilot disappointing down in 7th, Combi 8th, Kelsper's also disappointing down in 9th, Matt 10th, Yarham has jumped Scuba and Dark Bolt, so Yarham has actually jumped the 2 Division 1 drivers, and then you have Adam in 14th, and then Timo on his return to more racing in 15th, and then Cliffy the last runner in 16th. So we pretty much know, boys, that Lewis is going to win the race, but Cocker's going to go for...
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, but I think Cocker, you're going to go for Stephen probably in second place, but who's going to take third? That's going to be the question.
I'm going to go Combi. See a good race from Combi happening now.
What about you, Joe? Who are you going to go for? Who are you going to go for your second and third position?
Pilot and Josh.
I was gonna say, funny enough, I think Josh is looking very strong for a podium. I was gonna actually say Lewis, Josh and Kelsper. I think Kelsper will have a good performance this evening as well, because he is very consistent in the race, but just don't know how these guys are going to be in the wet as we wait for every single one of them to ready up.
Well, it's looking wet outside anyway, so it is. I don't know about you, but I'm getting my umbrella. 1 second.
He's an Egypt.
Just want to apologise to the viewers for hearing me as a slight bit slow. So sorry about that.
Yeah, he's a wee bit slow now. Like, we'll not lie about it.
But I still have more points than you in championship.
Well, to be fair, Joseph, you are a esports driver, you know, so you technically should.
Oh my god. Can go through the stands there, will you, please? Thanks.
Joe, we need to keep talking about you being an esports driver, though.
Don't want to put the viewers to sleep now.
Right, well, Lewis is pretty much leading the way on 140 points after not racing last week. He's still leading by a comfortable margin. Kelsper's in second on 44. I actually do, like, there's 64 points after this race still available, or sorry, 66 points still available after this race. I think if Lewis wins this race and Kelsper finishes, I think, like 6th or 7th, I think Lewis has won the championship with 2 races to go. So we could drop it up the night to be fair to him. Kagino was in 3rd on 91, so he's only 5 points between him and Kelsper, so it's a close battle for 2nd in the title, or in the championship. Perpetuum, who's not here tonight, he's in 4th on 81. Scuba and Matt can both try and jump Perpetuum tonight if they both get a good strong result there in 6th and 7th, and sorry, they're 5th and 6th, and then you've Combi in 7th on 63. The top 3 in the constructors is the Alfa Romeo on 198. They can wrap it up as well tonight as well if both of them get a strong result. Ferrari's in 2nd 134, and then tied for 3rd is Toro Rosso and Red Bull on 128. So looks like, boys, Lewis is looking eager to get on with it there, because he's literally dropped this formation lap.
He's waiting for nobody.
He isn't, but look at this, the boys are going to have to all catch back up now. It's going to be interesting, because I don't actually think we've seen much wet weather running this season so far, so it's a bit of no man's land for these boys.
Only Austria, I believe, was wet for Division 1, I believe.
As I have finished sending them a text message, and we're just waiting for everybody to get this going.
Oh.
Sorry, Joby.
Interesting to see how Cliffy navigates these two reserves now in front.
Yeah, it will. It's very true, but I do think particularly Timo will not hold him up, because Timo's only really in this to get a bit more practice. Adam now on the other hand might actually do a wee bit more defending against him, because Adam's got the pace, but we'll just wait for this to go. Watch the back, and then Cocker can watch wherever he wants.
I'll sit on Matt Tebow here.
Right, so it says 5 lights have gone out on the screen, but they really haven't. Oh, they have actually went out. Jesus, my bad, but we are on the way. It actually looks like Kevin actually looked like he got a dreadful start. Look at this. Pat about to go up the inside of 2 drivers there, but Josh and he's went. Oh, Pat spun round.
There's a spinner.
Oh, I think. Scuba's off as well. Scuba's off. Oh, there's.
Oh no.
Oh, Cocker's prediction's going to be out the window. I don't know what happened. Pat just got Pat got an almighty start, and I just think the space just wasn't there. It just ended up not being there. But Lewis got away pretty comfortably. So did Josh. Pilot boys up into 3rd place from the start. What a start he's had! Jesus Christ! And then you can see Cagino as well. He's trying to put a move on him. But Kevin as well qualified 2nd. He's now down in 5th, so he hasn't had particularly the best start. But I think, boys, we know what Scuba's like, and I do believe Scuba has front wing damage. He's going to be absolutely furious in that cockpit now.
He'll be seeing red, and rightly so, because he was odds on favourite to win this. So that's just pathetic.
Yeah, but
that was scared draw.
Kevin! He's collected your half. Oh, boys, what's going on? What is going on?
It's a shocking day for the McLarens. Absolutely shocking day for the McLarens.
It's a shocking day for the McLarens in Division 1. Can it be for them in Division 2 as well? You'll have to tune in tomorrow night, folks, to find that out.
Let's calm down.
So yeah, Lewis has pretty much got a 1.2 second lead. A Pilot is a 2nd behind Josh, but to be fair, it doesn't really matter because there's no DRS to be activated anyway, so...
No sign of a safety car for any of them incidents.
No, but boys, we were saying about Cliffy, last place up into 7th. 7th place on the start. Oh, Recon is trying to get him into the last corner. It's a tight one, but I don't think he's going to make it. Oh, Recon! He's sideways. Oh, it's a good save from Recon.
Adam up the outside one now.
Oh, and he's made the move stick around the outside. Beautiful move from Adam.
Bit of salt on the wounds there by Stephen as he speeds into
the pits. He's retired.
He's gone.
He's retired. He's raging.
It's a sad day.
Oh, he's left the he's definitely left the party as well, boys. Jesus, that's going to be a very hostile Scuba whenever we get back into the chat later on.
Stephen, I love you, bro. You didn't deserve this.
But we'll just see Kelsper as well. Kelsper's, how far, where did Kelsper start? I'm just trying to look here now and see. He started...
I thought it was in 8th, maybe.
He was 8th or 9th, and he's gained 3 positions, so he was in 9th. And he's chasing down 5th.
Back of Combi, yeah. Oh, Combi. Nearly went into the back of him there.
It's a move. Oh, sideways. Jesus, these boys look like they don't have a lot of grip on.
Struggling big time.
There is a lot of struggling going on, but I'm watching Adam and TTG Recon. Looks like TTG Recon's made the move on him. Adam looked like he made a mistake, but Adam's had a decent start to be fair, up 5 places, so's Timo, so the two of them are doing well. And you see Matt's just trying to get around Timo here. Is Matt going to try around the outside? He can't really make the move, but Timo's ran wide.
Timo's in the grass.
Yeah, easy move from Matt, pretty easy. The thing is, boys, I don't think Matt sustained any wing damage in that incident at the start, so Matt can pretty much just go on.
He avoided it pretty well.
Yeah, so Matt thankfully didn't get caught up in the incident, so he's on for a good strong handful of points. But Lewis, to be fair, boys, Lewis is not pulling away from Josh.
No.
Josh is doing a decent job, but Pilot is all over his hole.
Pilot is flying at the moment.
So that just shows you Pilot had a lot of pace in the tank in qualifying. If this is the pace he's showing in the race.
DRS enabled.
Oh, that's, boys, this must mean that it's going to come dry for you. Oh, I haven't even got the tyres on. Jeez, my bad. Is Pat going? Pat's going for the hards. So Pat's going to be the first. Oh, he's going for hard tyres. He's going for the first one in the slicks. Yeah. I know DRS is enabled, but that does not look dry tyres.
No,
that doesn't. Oh, Pilot's going around the
spray.
There's still quite a bit of spray, boys, but Pilot around the outside of Luffield on Josh. It was looking to be a decent move. They're still side by side.
Side by side, yeah.
I think Josh
gives him the position.
Yeah, Josh backed out of it. He thought better of it. But boys, it's going to be interesting now to see how Pat gets on, because I'm just looking at him here a wee bit. He looks like he's a wee bit tentative on that throttle now. I think he's went way too early.
Well, so you might as well, like, sure, look how far he's behind though.
Yeah.
He's actually getting he's getting a bit there on Kevin.
Aye, but boys, look at it on board with Lewis. Like,
it's still raining.
It's still raining, like. It doesn't look dry. Like, I don't know why DRS is enabled. Like, there is a dry line, don't get me wrong, trying to form. And Lewis is not pitting, and neither's Pilot. And neither's Josh.
Makes it better for us. Bit of DRS.
But hey, it does make it better for us, but according to the boys, it was supposed to be raining the entire race, so...
Yeah.
Is it going to stay like this now? This is very unfamiliar territory, and I've never really seen this much now. But Pat did gain a bit of time in the first sector, but coming into the second sector, he's in the second sector now, and he's lost a lot of time. Yeah, he's so understeer, he can't do anything about it. But
Combi is really struggling with the back end of his car. He'd be wiggling like a fish then.
Wiggling like a fish is right. But Calsterby's up in the P5, so I think Toro Rosso is the closest competitors in the constructors to Alpha. So these two Toro Rosso boys need to get a good performance tonight to stop the Alfa Romeos pretty much run away with the constructors.
Yeah, Pat's back into the pits.
Yeah, Pat
has realised his mistake. Yeah.
Yeah, Def was nowhere near. But boys, at the end, also another one is Matt Tebow he's chasing down Adam now. He's right behind him, and we'll see what he can do, because this is going to determine.
You want to dispatch him very quick.
He's going to want to try and dispatch him before Magus and Beckett's, but he can't. He was going to try Cops, but couldn't make it. Adam runs wide through Cops. That's probably going to be an invalidation as well, because I think Cops is actually very strict on it in the race.
Dark Bolt right behind as well.
Oh, Matt's caught a wee bit of Maggie and Becky.
So you got a warning there by that one. I should have him easy, yeah.
Because the DRS is enabled. We'll see now. Here he comes. Here he comes. Is he going to brake late? Adams.
Three wide.
Oh, Dark Bolt's going to try around the outside, but Adam's going to brake a lot later than the two of them. Oh, there's
it's still 3 wide.
Oh, boys, it's going to end. It's going to end
in there.
Oh,
Matt's
it's so close. Well, Matt got through. Adams lost out 2 positions. Dark Bolt actually was very opportunistic there and actually got a lot of positions from that.
Adam's going to go to inside Matt, maybe. No.
It's very close between these three. At least it's a bit of racing there. You've also Calsper right behind Coutinho.
Pilot is cutting the gap at the front as well.
He is. He needs to get in the DRS. If he gets in the DRS, he'd easily be able to stay in it. But sure, look at Lewis. Boys, Lewis is 100% DRS. So does Pilot. So you know, this is pretty much just the two of them sandbagging like frig, and they're still pulling away. I think it's going to be a straight shootout between these two. It's going to be now. This is going to be the true test to see who's actually quicker, Pilot or Lewis. Lewis looks like he's actually messed up Cops there a bit, because it looks like Pilot's actually gained a bit of time on him. Yes, he has. So Lewis's back end's looking very skittish in the Cops. Out through Meggets and Beckett's. Just look at this, boys. Look at how much Pilot's catching him through Meggets and Beckett's.
I think Pilot has the better wet setup.
He does, because I think Lewis said beforehand he doesn't change anything from his dry setup to his wet setup. He only changes like brake wires or something. So it's showing you Pilot has the better setup here at the minute. But I think
Calsper is about to take Coutinho.
Yeah.
Easy move
before Stowe corner. Question is he going to exceed Stowe corner? No, he's not, and neither's Coutinho. So the two of them have done it very well. But to be fair, all credit to Josh. Josh is still hanging on to these two front guys. He's still hanging on. Pilot set the fastest lap. This is what we want.
Squeaky bum time here for Lewis.
It is indeed. I don't think
I'm trying to go down inside of Matt there.
Oh, Matt's a bit squirmish out of the last corner. Adam's much better traction, but just can't get it. I think he actually set a faster lap than Matt that time around. Matt's lost a lot of time now to Dark Bolt in front. Oh, Adam's looking the quicker of the two. Matt's squirmish. Matt's back end's all over the place, boys. It's all over the place. Oh, he's nice. He just can't slow the car down. Adam's going to try and take him around the outside. Is he going to... Oh, Matt can't let him go around the outside. Matt's going to get mugged off here, is he? Oh, Adams had to cut the track a wee bit, and that's put him past Matt, and Matt's just been completely done around the outside. Yarham's in the pits. I don't know if it's definitely going probably for an offset intermediate, but mentally you go for dries. But Pilot's now got this gap down to 0.6 of a second.
And he's much better through Magus and Beckers as well, so...
He is indeed, but the only thing is though, boys, is that Lewis has got much better straight line speed. So Pilot... Oh, Lewis is on the grass a bit. And he has the DRS now, Pilot, so this is going to close even more. Meaning Pilot is actually smelling a victory here. He is. But Jarham's went for the supers as well.
Soft.
I think that might be a give up.
Yeah, I meant softs. I didn't mean supers.
I don't know why they're changing because it hasn't stopped raining.
I know.
Unless they're grabbing an umbrella with them pair of softs. I don't know. I don't think they're going to help them.
Don't think they're going to help him. I'm just going to stay with this battle here between Pilot and Lewis because I have a feeling there's going to be a move coming very shortly. But if you look at it in the broadcast, it doesn't look that bad. It's just on board. It looks like it's nowhere near dry.
Yeah, I don't know.
But the broadcast view, it just looks like it's you can near enough get away with it.
I can't hear the DRS being enabled anymore, but I don't know. I didn't say that it went off.
No, it's still enabled because Pilot just uses it there now. So this is very strange. These guys are going to be going around this whole race with DRS enabled. So who's going to win this? I don't know because Pilot's looking the quicker of him and Lewis, but the question is can he actually
felt this sort of pressure?
He hasn't, but the thing is though is like Pilot can get close, but is he close enough to overtake? That's going to be the difference.
He's got to nail this. He's a lot closer this time around. He's a lot closer. This should be the move.
Yeah, he's so much better through Magus and Beckus. But look, boys, Lewis still has the straight line speed.
A straight line speed, yeah. He needs to be right up his arse if he wants to get past him.
He has to be. Like, and
two boys extend. A wee smidgen there.
That's an extension, but for the two of them. Well, I didn't see it, but I was watching Kelsper and Josh. But the thing is, though, boys, if Kelsper can pass Josh, Kelsper might even catch these two as well. But we'll soon see. But Pilot again is like if he does, he has to make the move this lap. Is he going to go for it now? Actually, is the question. No, he's not. He's going to just back out of it. No, he's going to try it, Lewis. Oh, boys, has Lewis made a mistake with his setup because he is absolutely struggling.
It's Cliffy overtakes Combi.
Oh, here it is. Here's the move's coming. Pilot's going around the outside, but I think Lewis is going to defend it. Yes, he is. But Pilot's trying to go for a switchback, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it.
Very well.
Defend it very well. He's going to try another switchback, get the better traction, which it might keep him closer for cops, but I don't think he's close enough to make the move into cops. No, he's just going to sit behind, so it's a good battle between these two at the front. Lewis again, back end's very skirmish. Pilot looks absolutely planted. And here we go now in the Megas and Beckett's. The question is can Pilot actually overtake him on Megas and Beckett's?
Oh, he stayed close enough, I think, this time.
This has got to be it. This has got to be the move.
Definitely has it. Has to. Down the inside.
Is he going to go for it, Lewis? Oh, he backed out of it.
No.
I think he's just worried that he doesn't.
I think that was the one.
I think he's just worried because it's so wet. He doesn't want to like risk it and take the two of them out. But as we say, by Kelsper as well.
Kelsper is all over Josh.
Yeah, this is the battle for the final spot of the podium. Kelsper's
on the outside for the inside.
Oh, Josh has defended it brilliantly, but Kelsper, it's good respect. But Josh has defended it brilliantly. And Coutinho's right behind these two as well. Oh, it's close battling. I'm just going to watch Pilot again because he's coming up to the DRS zone. But is Kelsper going to go for the move? He's thinking about it. He's going to go for it. And Josh is trying to go for a switchback, but I think Kelsper's going to keep the move. Yeah, he has. But the question, has that gave Josh DRS? I don't think it has. No, it hasn't. Kelsper's still got the DRS, and so's Coutinho, so Josh is going to be a sit and duck. Pilot's trying to go for another switchback on Lewis. So Lewis knows exactly.
Lewis's straight line speed is just helping him so much.
Yeah, it is indeed. Oh, boys, this is. Look at this. He's virtually pushing him. And then you see Coutinho as well, right behind. Well, he's right behind Josh. He's just overtaken. Now the question is
Pilot is up, just basically pushing him through. Like
he has to go for this. This is the one he has to go for.
He has a better run there without whoever that is.
And he's gonna go for it.
He has to send it.
He's going for it. I don't think Lewis is gonna defend it.
Oh, it's side by side.
Oh, it's tight. But I think Pilot's gonna get it because he has the inside corner. But Lewis is gonna try a switch back or try the outside. Oh, it's tight.
Defended well from Pilot.
Pilot's got it, and the question is now: can Pilot run away? Because
Lewis has got to be careful because Pilot is much quicker through the middle sector, and if he loses him.
Oh, Lewis is skirmish. Oh, Jesus Christ, Lewis's setup is not good through turn 1. But the thing is though, boys, as well, is that because Pilot has that much speed in the second sector, he could near enough hold Lewis up and let Kalsper come along, and the two of them could go away themselves, because he's going to have...
To be fair, I think Kalsper's catching him on his own now, because he was 4-7 or something now, and he's got it down to 3-7. That might have been the fighting now, but...
he's got it's 3-7. So see, now this is gonna help Kalsper a lot, because Pilot can either pull away and Lewis can't. Lewis is to sit and duck down for Kalsper, or he can hold him up and allow Kalsper to come in after him.
That straight line speed, does he wanna keep Lewis in DRS?
But the thing is though, is that he can hold him up like through the end of the first sector, because through Megas and Beckus he gets that much of a exit on him anyway that he should be okay. Because they look at it now.
He's struggling. He's just too slow through that Megas and Beckett's part, and he's just nearly out DRS already. Like
Pilot's just absolutely nailed this in terms of setup wise. Don't know what Lewis has done, but the only thing that's going to help Lewis is if he can stay within the DRS, because he is going to have the straight line speed advantage, but he's going to go into the pits.
He's pitting.
And to be fair to Josh, he's re-overtaking Coutinho.
Yeah,
he's going to pit as well.
And Josh is in.
Need to be careful of his pit limit, and they both slowed down pretty well, because it's very easy to pick up penalties. As Pilot just sets the fastest lap of the race.
And while they pit and Pilot sets the fastest lap, so
it's biased. But other than that, like, Combi's close behind Cliffy, and the rest of it's all pretty much spread.
Mediums for Louis.
Lewis has gone for medium tyres.
Josh has went back out and then all set enters.
Lewis has gone for the dry. I think he's messed this up here.
I
don't think dry tyres is the way to go at all in this race.
Matt's going on
mediums as well. Oh, boys, I don't know how this is going to work, because this doesn't look dry. Kevin's picked up a 5-second penalty as well. We'll just watch the gap to Lewis and Adam, because it's 2.1 and it's 2.2 now. So it's 2.1. So it's is it the crossover point? I don't know. I still think it's Inters personally, but
still raining.
I don't know, Dan.
It's still raining.
Breaking it up kind of. I don't know. I don't know, Dan. It's tough to call. It's a tough call, to be honest. And Kalsper gets a 3-second penalty.
I'm no weatherman, but like, I don't think things can dry up when there's still rain in it. You know what I mean?
But do you know this game?
Well, that's true as well.
Because, boys, we're saying there about Lewis being 2.1 behind. He's now 1.5 behind Adam, so he's gained 6/10 on Adam on a medium tyres.
Adam is a reserve as well, you gotta remember. He's
but like, Jesus, Adam's on intermediates, like, and Lewis is on mediums, like. Although Lewis has caught him a lot, so Pilot, it's going to be interesting. Is Pilot going to go? Well, there's a Ferrari going for an offset of Inters, which is Coutinho. I think Pilot's going for Inters as well. But I don't know what's going on here. But like, Pilot's Inters, Lewis's mediums, Coutinho's Inters. I think Cliffy's going Inters as well. No, Cliffy's going mediums.
Going mediums.
Oh, I don't know. This is I don't know, boys. But the question is Pilot going to get out in front of Lewis? Oh, it's tight, but Pilot's got him. I don't know how this is going to play out.
Codemasters. Great game. F1 2019 Game of the Year. Yes. I don't know that he's losing time.
Yeah, he is. I think Lewis and Cliffy and I think the boys that went for the mediums have seriously made the wrong call, because it's just not. You shouldn't, like as Cocker said, it's still it's still wet, like it's still intermediate. Because like Coutinho on his fresh inters is still struggling. But the thing is though, with Josh on the inters compared to Lewis on the mediums, Josh isn't closing. So it's perfect time for the inters. It's like the mediums are bad, but they're the same pace as the inters. It's so confusing. I don't know what's going on, but Kalsper's in the pits, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does. Oh, I have no idea what the hell's going on here, but we'll see now. Timo is on 11 lap old inters, and Cliffy's right behind. Or sorry, Comby's right behind him, but to be fair, Timo's right behind Cliffy. So God knows what's going on here, but we'll see. I think Kalsper's probably going to go for an offset at intermediates. It's probably the safe bet. No, Kalsper goes mediums. Oh no, he goes inters. I don't know, he goes mediums.
Mediums.
Kalsper goes mediums. Lewis has lost a lot of time. So Pilot's absolutely nailed this to perfection. Lewis is severely messed up. Josh is going to catch him. Dark Bolts went for a set of not super soft softs. So yeah, this is probably the craziest race I think I've ever seen. But just look at this, Coutinho right behind Kalsper on a set of intermediates. Coutinho much better traction compared to Kalsper on the. Oh, it's tight, but he had to back out of it. But he looks the quicker of the two. Josh has got.
Go on.
No, I was just saying Josh needs to get the foot down now if he is going to catch Lewis, because but the thing is though, Lewis isn't losing time. That's the problem. Like, I don't know how the mediums are still being as competitive. Maybe for them boys it's, I don't know, it's probably different for us as it is for them. I don't know. But I'm just watching Coutinho through Megats and Beckett's just to see how he's getting on, and he's virtually pushing Kalsper through the S section, so this should be an easy move for Coutinho, as he has DRS. Kalsper doesn't.
Like, what's going on here and what's not? Like, it's taking the piss now a bit.
That's what I'm saying. But as I was saying to Joe Cocker, Josh isn't closing on Lewis on the and Josh is on the inters. Lewis isn't losing that much time to Josh behind him, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, intermediates are still putting in fastest laps, so
yeah, and Pilot's just literally pumped in the fastest lap of the race. Coutinho's still behind Kalsper but can't make the move, and the rest of the grid is pretty much all spread out due to the incidents.
Oh, Coutinho now is right up at the back of Kalsper though.
He's up the bum.
He's sniffing it. Oh, he's sniffing the wheel nuts. Here he goes.
Don't think he's going to be close enough though to make the move. No, he's not. Well, boys, we can pretty much say that Pilot's won this race.
Yeah.
But I'll say so, Honda, what a drive from P7. Joe was right about predicting it for second place.
Scuba would have won it now if he was still out. I think Scuba would be thriving right now. Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, I'd say he's
I don't know why we never considered a restart when he was taken out at the beginning. But listen,
he's definitely raging, like. But Coutinho's picked up a 3-second penalty, so that's not what he wants in his pursuit of Kalsper. But I think Kalsper's also got one as well, so it's a straight fight. Dark Bolt isn't making any inroads on Comby ahead of him, so I don't know. But here goes Coutinho now. He tried the outside, but was not able to make the move.
Wasn't given the space.
I'm surprised though that these boys on the like mediums and all haven't come in to pit for an offset of Inters.
You'd be just losing too much time.
I think they're competing. They're competing, whereas they don't want to lose the 20 odd seconds for a pit stop.
That's true as well, but as we were saying about Josh not catching Lewis, he's caught him by 2 seconds in the last 2 laps, so Lewis is going to be a sitting duck very soon. Kikino's still struggling to get past Kelsper, but I think he's going to go for it now. No, he's not. See, Kikino needs to pass Kelsper because you know for a fact Kikino can catch Lewis on the Inters. And he could get a podium, but it's just Kelsper's just the man in front that he just can't get past. But as well, we've also got Matt catching Adam. Oh, Matt's go! Oh, he's slidey. Matt's slidey bum bum. Here we go, Kikino now. Much better traction.
This has to be the one.
He has to go for it through cops. He's going to go for it. He's going for it.
Oh,
no, he's not.
He's backed out again. He's going to wave a DRS, I think.
Oh, Kikino just put it up the inside, man.
That's what she said.
Here we go. Let's see now if he gets a good run off the end.
Oh yes, look at that.
Oh, but hey.
Oh, no, he's had a wiggle. He's had a wiggle.
He's made the mistake, and probably the fact as well that he's running a wet setup is the fact he just hasn't got the straight line speed. This is just absolutely crazy. But I'm just watching Matt. I'm just watching Matt now through Megaton. Oh, Matt's got on. He's gone. He's off.
Oh. And to make things worse, they've said here's a 3-second penalty for being shit, man. That's harsh. That's harsh. Oh, he can't get the car straight.
Oh, I think I can tell you now. Matt's gonna go for an offside, and there's he has to.
No, he has to.
Is he though? No, he's gonna stay out.
No.
Well, he would come out behind Kevin as well, so he wouldn't really close too much time on him because they'd be in the same tyres.
I think they're unlucky that they didn't get a safety car or anything, the boys at the back.
I know, but there hasn't really been that. As there's the yellow flag in Sector 2, that's a Ferrari, that's Yarham.
I think the real question there is Kikino going to get a set of balls?
We have a safety car though.
Oh, I think we'll see everybody go into Inters here.
Yes, we bloody well will.
I think that's going to promote Josh and Kikino to second and third.
See, that's an interesting one though as well. If you were Josh and Kikino, would you stay out or go for a fresh Inters?
Oh, I'd stay out. What have the Inters got? 13, 14 laps on them before they die?
Yeah, probably.
Then you also got to think you're not going to lose your position because everybody's going to be pitting around you.
Yes, that's the thing as well.
Well,
Pilot's in. Yeah,
Pilot is going with a fresh.
You know for a fact Lewis is definitely going to, because he's not going to stay out. Is Josh going to stay out?
Josh is in.
He's in. Kelsper's in as well. Kelsper has to slow down here because he's going to get held up. Kikino's in, so everybody's pretty much going to go in. Oh, boys, I don't know, but I think
there'll be one slow person who'll stay out. There's always one.
Cocker, but I think I'd agree with you though, but I think I'd have stayed out.
Lewis on Inters.
Yeah.
Lewis
I don't think you're going to gain that much time.
Boys, Lewis is what? Softs?
Lewis is go. Interesting.
Kelsper's on Inters.
Yeah, everybody else is pretty much pinning Inters. Like Lewis has went for sauce. I just think, boys, Lewis is just knows.
Lewis just wants the quickest tyre, I think, just to fight him.
Boys, I just think it is as well that Lewis just knows.
And I told you there'll be a one, didn't I? And that one is Darkbolt, who has decided to stay out on his softs.
I just think, boys, Lewis knows that he's got the championship wrapped up, so he's just saying, you know what, screw it.
That's it, go for it.
As Adam's being held up in the pits for some strange reason. Maybe because Josh. Yeah, because Josh was in the pits. Matt as well. Matt's for a set of... Matt's going for softs as well. Jesus Christ.
Turbo is gone.
I think Kevin and... I think Timo's going softs as well. Yeah, Timo's going softs as well. What about Kevin? Kevin's going back to Inters. So,
Just 5-second penalty.
Saving a penalty as well.
but the thing is though, boys, why did the safety car come out? Oh well, Yarham's just ignored yellow flag, so he's got disqualified.
No, his car, yeah,
He's
he
not-
was ghosted. He left the session, I think.
I
No,
didn't.
he's lapped, but you can't do that. I think you can drive past the safety car. I think
Well, he
Oh,
was
aye.
ghosted when he went past the leader, so I thought he was gone from the session.
he was lapped.
But I don't know
So
why.
he's been disqualified.
Yeah, but I don't know why the safety car came out though, because nobody retired. Like Yarham spun on the grass, but does it really come out for someone spinning on the grass? Like,
Again,
It's,
that's the game, just
2019
cheating Scuba Walsh over.
I know. I think Scuba's probably a bit annoyed right now that he didn't stay in.
I think he was probably feeling comfortable, you know, with Eltink not here playing bumper cars. He was probably feeling like this was going to be a comfortable race.
But no,
No, not today.
no.
Well,
What
boys,
is it?
now that we see Lewis and Jordan both on the softs, are these boys going to be sitting ducks, or do you think they can actually?
I think Jordan now, 4-lap old, you know, the softs don't get that much out of him. So I think he's made the mistake not pitting.
But the thing is, though, they're not. The tires are going to be absolutely freezing going into turn one. Jesus, boys, you could near enough see a Toro Rosso 1-2 here.
And this also brings penalties into play,
It does indeed.
because the gaps are gone now.
The gaps are gone, and to be fair, I don't even know what the penalty situation is looking like. I know Pilot hasn't got a single penalty.
Neither has Lewis, I think. I haven't seen one pop up.
I don't know about Josh. I haven't seen one pop up for
I
Josh.
haven't seen many penalties now, to be fair.
Well, I know Coutinho
I know
and
Kalspa
Kels.
has some.
Yeah, I know Coutinho and Kelsper have one. I don't think Cliffy has one. So and Combi. So I think Cliffy and Combi are actually okay for.
Cliffy has, I have seen one for Cliffy.
Oh well, but boys, like, I don't know. I just don't know how this is going to fare out. We're going to have a 9-lap sprint or an 8-lap sprint to the end.
Oh, the nipples are hard for this one, Dan. we're getting there now.
And yes, folks, in case you didn't know, this is the way this man talks on a daily basis. So you know,
Listen, don't say your nipples don't get erect when you're excited, because you're just lying to yourself.
Well, my don't.
Shut up, Joe.
Well,
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 I'm sorry, Joe. I love you. Like a son.
love you too. I love you too. I think the safety car will be still out again.
Yeah, a lot of
You know?
people to catch up. God damn it, guys, like, cutting into precious lap times here.
Yeah, so excuse me. Yeah, all the boys will catch up now, so hopefully.
well, Yarham's only at the old pit straight, so he's a long way to go.
Again, he is disqualified though, so
Oh, aye, yeah, that's true. But see, that's the thing though. But
why is he still driving?
He,
'Cause that's definitely him driving. Yeah, computers don't nearly spin out like that.
Oh, I don't know, but I really do not know. But Pat and Kevin have both caught back up. If this waits for Yarham, we're going to be here all night.
I am absolutely starving, Yarham. Get a move on.
Yeah, I'm starving too. Believe me. Jeez, he's not even in the last corner yet. Here he comes now.
I think he wants to keep racing till tomorrow night.
Well, to be fair to him, like him and Adam have had the practice now for tomorrow night, so there's no excuse for them to not to get a strong result tomorrow.
They're both garbage stuff, so I should leave them in the dust.
Sam. LOL.
Oh, Timo's half spun.
Oh, Timo.
Oh, Timo, we're going slow, man. We're going slow. Calm yourself.
He's going sideways.
That shows you boys them soft tires are not great. But But Yarham looks like he has finally caught the pack, so the safety car will probably be in this lap.
Oh yeah. Just there.
Jesus, that's hateful.
She's a very warm one.
I think Lewis will get dropped.
I think Lewis has made the wrong decision there, yeah.
And I think
for a lap or two, them softs will stay in contention, but
Pilot has this in the bag.
as I said earlier on,
a puncture as well.
I'm definitely not a weatherman, but when the rain keeps going, things don't dry up.
Oh, Lewis needs to watch. Pilot's gone. Pilot's bolted. Left them all.
Oh, and Lewis is spinning. Oh, it just holds it.
Oh, Darkbolt's going to get caught here very quickly. He's going to be a sit.
Josh can't pass him to the line.
Oh, he's going to be a sitting. Lewis is going to be. Oh, they're all going to be sitting ducks. Here comes Josh now into turn 1. Oh, he's going to sit behind him. Back out of it, as you see in the background as well. Kevin's overtaken Timo, so that shows you the intermediates are the much better tyre. If as Josh had launched this up the inside, which he has not done.
He's got to remember he has Cal Spunk behind him, who's a quick driver. He's got to dispatch these two very quick.
Oh, it's close.
He's stuck. Oh, there's gonna end in third. Coutinho slipping up the outside.
They're going to go 4 wide very soon, but I think Josh is going to go on the inside. Darkbolt's going to defend it. And he can't.
Cliffy.
Oh, Jesus. Bites Coutinho. Coutinho on the inside.
Down the inside.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Darkbolt has lost so many positions from this. Jesus Christ.
Here comes Cliffy now.
Cliffy's got to stick with it. He can't back out of the lap. He can't back out of it.
He's gone. He's gone. Oh, Darkbolt's off.
Darkbolt gone to the far side of Balafender. Absolutely shocking decision to stay on them tours.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Spice. Look at TTG Recon trying to go around the other side of Combi and Megas and Beckett's couldn't make it. Then you see Cliffy ahead is overtaking Coutinho on the exit of Megas and Beckett, so good move from Cliffy. Darkbolt's just going to find him start tumbling down the order, but
1 lap and medium pilot's pulled out 3 seconds on this.
Oh, Recon up the inside.
Recon down the inside.
It's a beautiful move, I must say myself, from Recon. But Darkbolt's all over the place. Oh, but Combi's coming back. Combi's coming back.
Oh. Few taps there, few taps and baps.
Yarham's got a 5-second time penalty, so he must still be racing.
Oh, penalty by Josh.
And I believe Cliffy does have a penalty, doesn't he?
Right up Lewis's arse now.
Oh, Lewis is 6 laps here to hold on to this, or 5.5. He's not. He's not.
DRS is going to be coming very shortly.
See if Lewis holds on to this, boys. That's some freaking drive.
Actually, well, sure, the boys behind have penalties. Like he doesn't have a penalty.
That's actually very true.
You know.
But when they pass them though, they should pull out the gap pretty quickly. Like, cause pilots dropped them by freaking 3 seconds. So these boys should drop them by at least a second. But to be fair though, he doesn't look like he's struggling as much on these tires as he did on the mediums.
Recon all over Jordan.
Jesus, the speed Recon's taking in the Megas and Beckett's on the Inters. Holy Jesus. But here we go.
He has him. Sector 2, and there's a
Yarham.
Yarham is off.
And Yarham.
Here we go.
Somebody's gone and told Yarham to cut the grass because that's what he's doing, and now he's gone from the session.
Cliffy. Go for Coutinho.
Oh, I'm just watching it from Recon's point of view. It's beautiful between the two of them. It's a wee bit of bumpers, but it's not too bad. Oh, it's beautiful racing. I think Coutinho's going to get... Yeah, he is. Coutinho's going to get the better of him. Yarham's car is retired in Sector 3.
Oh, Cliffy has a better run.
Oh, he was thinking about the move on the inside. Couldn't make it. And Recon's caught up to this now as well. Darkbolt's not dropping these boys though. Oh,
I think a lot of the fighting is helping Dark Belt at the moment.
it is indeed. Oh, Jesus. But it's boys
That
ahead.
boat is
Josh.
very slow.
Josh ahead is
Oh, yeah,
right
Josh.
behind Lewis.
Grab that.
Is Josh
Up the inside. Is he gonna do it? Oh, Lewis cuts him off.
as well in the background? Adam's trying to go around the outside of Combi. Can't make. Combi's defended it pretty well, but Combi was also
Very
trying.
good.
Oh,
Oh, Dark Bolt.
he's gone.
Dark Belt is all over the shop.
Oh,
Kevin's had to bleed and make his own try.
Oh, Dark Bolt's
my
taking out
God!
Pat.
Oh my God!
Oh, Pat spin it. It's an absolute travesty.
Oh, it's a
because
virtual
Kevin went down
VSC
his-
as well.
It's because Kevin went down his on the left hand side. That's what really, you know. Jesus.
And meanwhile, somehow Medium Pilot's found 4 more seconds on Lewis.
But Lewis has got Josh and Kelsper up his bum bum.
I think the time might be a bit wrong now because
And I think they're going to bolt it. Yeah,
Oh, and Pilot picks up a penalty.
shouldn't really matter though.
No, I think because Lewis won't catch him. I think Lewis is going to lose position soon. And Josh and Kalspa both have penalties, so I think he'll be alright.
Well, it's 3.6
To be fair
at
though,
the
that
moment.
time is after shooting down.
Here we go now. Can Josh make the move?
No.
But Josh
I
is.
don't know why everybody is so afraid to just send it up the inside of Lewis here. Showing him too much respect here. Put him off the track, put him in the wall if you need to, Josh. Get the damn move done.
Thing is, though, but if he needs to pass Josh quickly, because if he passes Josh quickly, he will, or sorry, passes Lewis quickly, then he should probably to pull out the gap.
I think Lewis is going to take seconds here because I don't see these getting past him.
But you have to think about the gas spice as well. Lewis tires still have to go an extra 3.5 laps, and the more they get worn out on this surface, it's going to be a bit of a pain for him. But I don't know.
Look at that straight line speed though. I think Adam is about to take combi, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's going for it. Look at this, Adam. Got the straight line speed.
Adam will not pull out of a move, I assure you that.
Hey, but he has every right to go for the move.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Every single right, he has to go for the move. Combi's defending it pretty well, but Kevin's just.
Very good race from Adam here.
Oh, Lewis has spun!
Lewis!
Oh, he's half spun it. He's half spun
He's
it.
got it though, and the two boys say thank you very much.
Oh,
and somehow
Jesus.
Kalspa-
Side by side,
Josh.
Josh!
Oh, he hits him!
Oh, Josh is around, and that's a sad one.
Oh,
As he's
boy.
raced a very good race.
Oh, and Adam's sending it up on the inside of Combi. He had to cut the corner. I was literally just about to say when Lewis made the mistake that these two bikes cannot afford to take each other out, and bang, Josh has just spun. But
And Recon is on
Into
fire.
P5. He's at the taking Coutinho there.
boys, but Lewis is he's still under a second behind Kelt. The question is, will Cliffy catch him?
I think Cliffy is on for a podium right now.
He has a penalty though, so.
Oh, does he? That's
yeah.
poor Clifford. That's very poor.
Kelsper needs to pull out another 2 seconds on Lewis in 2 laps if he wants to keep second.
Outrageous what they've done to Josh here.
Oh, he
Unbelievable.
was driving a fantastic race as well. And I think Jordan
I
is.
don't even think anybody's at fault for it. I think it's just a race it is. It looks like.
Yeah, it's just one of them things, but it's going side by side.
Recon has the pace. Oh my god, that closing up speed was just.
Oh, it's side by
On the
side.
outside of Cliffy.
Recon is absolutely flying, but Cliffy's not going to go down without a fight. Oh, it's brilliant racing between the two. And Coutinho's right there as well, so we're going to have a.
And Lewis is loving this.
Yes, he is. He bloody well is. Oh, Kikino looks like he's a wee bit slidey. But Adam's all over the back of Combi still again, so between the two, Adam looks like he has the pace.
Kevin's there as well.
Kevin is back up in the mix. Matt Tebow's had a day to forget.
To be fair, I think his last couple of races have been races to forget.
We still love you, Matt. We still love you. I think Adam is going to take Combi out with DRS. Goes defensive. Oh, he wants the inside, and he's actually taking Combi out. Oh, Combi wanted the inside, and Combi was not giving it to him.
And that's allowed Kevin just to come even closer. Oh, but Combi, he's pushed Adam.
Oh, have some gravel there, Adam, and in the wall you go.
Oh.
And in the wall you go. A very notorious aggressive driver, Adam, we know that, and it's shown there again today.
As we see, boys, well, to be fair though, Lewis is still going to pick up his second place.
And Combi, I think, is about to lose 7th position. Oh no, Kevin has a wiggle.
Here we go.
He's closing, and Combi does not like giving up the inside.
Oh, it's close. Combi's defending for everything he can. But Pilot is having a Sunday drive there at the minute.
And Recon is right up the arse of Cliffy still.
I know, I don't know what's happened, but ever since the safety car restart, Recon has been flying. Absolutely flying. Cliffy has drove a fantastic race, I must say. Like P16 to 4th. But I just want to know, boys, how the hell has Lewis still managed to keep it under 2 seconds at Galsburg?
Man's an alien. He's an alien.
I know he's an alien, but he's on dry tyres on a wet track.
Well, is it wet though? If DRS
we don't know what this track is at the moment. It's just, we'll say it's a wet dry. You know, you can do anything really.
It's moist, no.
That's a beautiful word. A beautiful word to describe the situation, Joe.
It's moist.
Recon is going to get one final go here.
And Matt Tibbs is off.
And Matt Tebow has had an absolute shocker. But Recon is going to have one more go at Cliff here. And I think he's going to get him, to be fair.
Yeah, he isn't just the one on his Pilot crossing the line, but I'll just watch this move just to see if it's going to happen. Recon, look at the closing speed. Jesus Christ, he's going to make the move. Should be pretty easy.
Take Cliffy.
He does round the outside,
easy.
beautiful move, but Pilot's coming across the last corner. Absolutely fantastic drive from medium Pilot.
Masterclass.
Picks up the win, fantastic. Kalsper's going to cross in second, but he is going to drop probably to third due to penalties. And Lewis somehow has managed to pick up second place on the set of soft tyres.
Cliffy is out of fuel.
Oh, Coutinho. Oh, Cliffy out of fuel. It's going to cost him. Coutinho spots out.
Guys, that was now a very strange race now, I'm not going to lie to you.
And Matt Tebow limps across the line here for 10th position.
He does with half a front wing as well, I believe, so he broke his front wing some way. But Timo, to be fair, boys, done Division 1 and managed to cross the line in 11th, so he did better than some of the guys.
10th. P10 for Timo.
Oh, Matt Timo has dropped to P11 from Timo. He won't be happy with that. And then Dark Bolt, who, let's be honest, we knew one idiot would stay out, and unfortunately that was him. And he's going to finish in last place because of it. Oh,
and he's all over the show. He's definitely on a dry setup. That's a dry setup and a half, that is. But he does cross the line. Final finisher. Josh has left the session. Josh is absolutely fuming.
He picked up P7 in the end, to be fair to him, so it wasn't complete disaster.
But hey, other than that though, it was a decent race now. It was a decent race. It's a shame what happened to some of the guys at the start. But, boys, who are we going for driving today? I think we're going media Pilot, are we?
Yeah, I think so. I think you got to give Lewis credit, you know, he's some driver, so to use your strategy to take him out like that.
Well, yeah, I was going to give Timo a ball if you want. Give it to Pilot.
Well, Lewis said in the PSN chat the game can't even get the weather right, so it probably was going to be dry from the time they put it for the dry tires, but the game just kept raining. I don't know, but that's what he says. But Pilot does take up the win. Fantastic drive. Lewis picks up second, Kelsper third, Recon with a fantastic second half of the race picks up P4, Gagino P5, Cliffy P6. Josh was on for a podium, just a shame what happened between him and Kelsper. Probably would be looked at, it depends if Josh reports it in. That's P7 for Josh. Combi 8th, Kevin 9th, Timo as well, a reserve P10, good result from Timo. Matt P11 and Darkbull picks up the final finishers in P12.
Just like to say an apology if I've hurt anybody's feelings. I think I might have hurt a couple of people's feelings from a text message or two.
Okay.
Sorry you can't take a joke, and thanks for having me on the mic stand.
We're all adults here, so okay.
Well, don't take Kieran seriously. He's not a serious guy, like, you know. He messes about quite a lot, so anything he says, don't take it personal.
Yes, lads, I'm going to be honest, it was a pathetic showing the other night. Tune in tomorrow night for the real race Division 2.
Oh, Jesus. Well,
Stephen Walsh was ripped off. I'll end on that.
Oh, absolutely ripped off. I can assure you that.
But yeah, boys, that pretty much is going to wrap it up. As Cocker says, join us tomorrow for Division 2 when you'll see us three boys racing. Hopefully us three boys can finish the race, and hopefully, well, for our sake it's dry, because I don't want a wet race. But
well, me and Dan, hopefully Joe ends up in a wall.
as we said before, again, Joe's the esports driver, so he should win tomorrow night, so he's going to be he's going to be favourite going into tomorrow's race.
Expect big things from Joe tomorrow night, guys. Esports racer.
But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Thank you two for joining me. It was good to have. First off, Cocker, I hope you enjoyed your night in the comms.
I did.
That's good, man. John Joe, did you like having him with us?
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Well, I can sense the sarcasm in his voice, sir. But you know, that pretty much is going to do it for us. Because if I don't end the stream now, it'll never end. So we'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.